Hello students, good morning. So let us finish linear programming problem chapter. Okay, last two examples we'll take and then we'll finish for the linear programming problem. Okay, still if you have any queries related to the same, please mention it in comments, otherwise mail me. Okay, so see here the wording problem. A chemical company produces chemicals containing three basic elements A, B and C so that it has at least 16 liters of element A, 24 liters of element B and 18 liters of element C. Okay, this chemical made by mixing two compounds 1 and 2. In general compounds 1 and 2. Each unit of compound 1 has 4 liters of A, 12 liters of B, 2 liters of C. Okay, and each unit of compound 2 has 2 liters of A, 2 liters of B and 6 liters of C. So first we'll draw here the table from given data. So elements given to us A, B, C and two compounds are used for making these three elements. Okay, so for compound 1, 4 liters of A, 12 liters of B and 2 liters of C element required. For compound 2, 2 liter for A, 2 liter of B and 6 liters of C. Okay. Then what is next given? The cost per unit of compound 1 is rupees 800 and that of compound 2 is rupees 640. Okay, so cost per unit of compound 1 is given 800. So x units suppose we consider for compound 1. Then for x number of units, how much will be total? 800x. And for second compound, we'll consider y number of units. Then how much it is total? 640y. Okay, so our objective function is 800x plus 640y. Done. Now what is next given? Here availability of elements A, B and C is given. How much it is available? 16 liters of A म्हणजे एवढी रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ एलिमेंट एच आहे. जास्तीत जास्त तुम्ही कितीही घेतलात तरी चालेल. व्हॉट इट मेन्शन हियर ॲटलिस्ट 16. Okay, at least means minimum this much is requirement, maximum that choice will be yours. Okay, so 24 liters of B and 18 liters of C. So in table minimum requirement 16, 24 and 18. Then these statements shows that these terms are greater than equals to. So constant type is greater than equals to. So from the given data we consider x units of compound 1, y units of compound 2 be produced. Okay, from the given data we just form here the LPP. Our objective function is to minimize the cost. Just check here. The last statement is formulate the LPP and solve it to minimize the cost. Okay, जे काही टोटल कॉस्ट लागणार आहे जे काही केमिकल्स बनवण्यासाठी that should be minimum. Okay, so the LPP is formulated as minimize z equals to 800x plus 640y subject to constraints. Okay, what are the constraints? This one is x, this one is y. So 4x plus 2y greater than equals to 16. 12x plus 2y greater than equals to 24. 2x plus 6y greater than equals to 18. Understood? Because it's a minimum requirement, so constraint type is greater than equals to. Okay, minimum requirement means greater than and maximum availability means less than. Just remember, it will help you to formulate the LPP. So here we form the LPP. Then for this 1 mark is there. If wording problem is there, then formulation of LPP is for 1 mark. Now next, if once we finish with the LPP formulation, what is the next step? To find the intercept and feasible region. that is where the solution belongs. Okay, so we'll write it here, the equations, their intercepts and constraint type. Okay, so the first equation is 4x plus 2y greater than equals to 16. So its equation this one. Second equation 12x plus 2y equals to 24. Third equation 2x plus 6y equals to 18. Next equations, non-negativity constraint, x equals to 0, y equals to 0. Okay, always remember this step is important because we are considering x and y as number of units. That means it's a quantity and quantity never been negative. Okay, that's why we always mention this last step, that x and y should be greater than or equals to 0. So here intercepts, x and y intercept. Okay, for this line we'll find out x intercept and y intercept. When the x coordinate is 0, how much is the y coordinate? 2y equals to 16, that is y equals to 8. When y coordinate is 0, 4x equals to 16, that is x equals to 4. So for draw this line, we have these two intercepts. Okay, what is the constant type here? Greater than equals to, isn't it? So we'll write here the constant type, and greater than equals to means what? Solution for this line belongs to the non-origin side. Okay, similarly for the second equation, 12x plus 2y equals to 24. When x coordinate 0, y coordinate is 24 upon 2, that is 12. When y coordinate is 0, 12 x equals to 24, therefore x equals to 2. Okay, so we'll get here the two intercepts on x-axis and y-axis. So the line passing through these 2 points will get this one. Okay, what is the constant type here? Greater than equals to. Greater than equals to means the solution for this this line is on non-origin side. Okay, opposite to origin. Third equation, 2x plus 6y equals to 18. Okay, so when x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 6y equals to 18, that is y equals to 3. And when y coordinate is 0, 2x equals to 18, that is x equals to 9. So here also we will get two intercept, so that the line passing through these 2 points will get this one. Okay, so what is the constant type? Same, greater than equals to. Hence the solution belongs to non-origin side. And the last two, x equals to 0, that is y-axis, its constant type is greater than equals to. Y equals to 0, that is x-axis, its constant type is greater than equals to 0, and both are having solution on non-origin side. Okay, so here we form the intercept to plot the graph. Okay, so let us start plotting the graph here. Okay, from the intercept, first decide the scale. For x-axis, what is the minimum term? 2. What is the maximum term? 9. Okay, so we'll take here 1 centimeter as 1 unit. Simply. Okay, for the y-axis, minimum term is 3 and maximum term is 12. So here also on y-axis, we'll take here the scale 1 centimeter equals to 1 unit. Okay, so first we'll write here the scale on graph paper. Done. So plot here y-axis, x-axis. Okay, so for the first line, what we will get? 0, 8, 4, 0. So see the points. आपण scale decide केलं, scale plot केले इथे 9, 10 पर्यंत. For the y-axis will require till 12. So we take here the points till 12. Here is the origin. Y-axis means x equals to 0. X-axis means y equals to 0. Done. So we'll plot here the lines. For the first line, 0, 8 and 4, 0. So draw here the line passing through these two. That is the equation 4x plus 2y equals to 16. Okay. Now, constant type is greater than. So solution for this line belongs to non-origin, that is opposite side. Then now second lines here, 0, 12 and 2, 0. Okay, 0, 12 and 2, 0. So line passing through these 2 points here, 12x plus 2y equals to 24. Okay, constant type is greater than equals to, so non-origin side. And the third line, 0, 3, 9, 0. 0, 3, 9, 0. Draw a line passing through these 2 points. So what is the equation? 2x plus 6y equals to 18. Isn't it? What is the constant type? Greater than equals to. Non-origin side, isn't it? Now we're done here with the plotting of lines, given lines. Okay, now see here which region is common for all the lines, so that we'll get the solution in one common shaded region. If we take this region, this line doesn't belong, isn't it? If we take this region, this line solution doesn't belong here. If we take this region, this line region doesn't belong here. Okay, this one same, no solution for this line. Here no solution for this line. So if we observe, all the lines are on non-origin side, the solution belongs to the outside here, which is shown by shaded region. Okay, and x-axis, y-axis also greater than. So here also we mention arrows, isn't it? So the feasible region is this one. Understood here? So what is it bounded? No, because we don't know the starting and ending for the feasible region. So it is unbounded feasible region. It starts from y-axis. Okay, y, c. I will name this intersecting point as G, this intersecting point as H, this point we have here F, and along x-axis. Okay, so y, c, g, h, f, x. Okay, if starting and ending point are different, then it means that this feasible region is unbounded. Okay, it continues along x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so here the common shaded region YCGHFX is a feasible region which is unbounded. Done here. Now we'll find out G and H, because here we know the C value, C point, F point. We only don't know G and H. Okay, now how to find? We know that, isn't it? G point is intersection of these two lines. What are these lines? 4x plus 2y equals to 16 and 12x plus 2y equals to 24. Okay, so to find G, solve these two lines. Okay, so y coefficients are same, so directly we'll subtract these two equations. Subtracting, that is we are solving these equations simultaneously. So 12x plus 2y equals to 24 minus 4x plus 2y equals to 16. So 12 minus 4, 8x equals to 8. Hence x equals to 1. Okay, put this x value in any one of the equation. Okay, I will put it in second. So 4x plus 2y equals to 16. 4 plus 2y equals to 16. So we'll get here the y value 6. Hence G point will get here 1, 6. Okay, now to find H point coordinates. H is the intersecting point of these two lines. So what are these lines? 2x plus 6y equals to 18, and the second line is 4x plus 2y equals to 16. Okay, so to find H, solve 4x plus 2y equals to 16 and 2x plus 6y equals to 18 simultaneously. Not a single coefficient is same. So if we multiply first equation by 3, we'll get here the term 6y, isn't it? So multiply 4x plus 2y equals to 16 by 3. What we will get? 12x plus 6y equals to 48. Now subtract this second equation from this term. Minus 2x plus 6y equals to 18. So subtract them. Plus minus 6y get cancelled. 6y minus 6y. 12 minus 2x 10x. 48 minus 18 30. Hence we'll get here x value 3. Put here x value 3 in any one of the equation. Okay, so I'll put it in second. So 2x plus 6y equals to 18. So 2 into 3, 6 plus 6y equals to 18. Hence we'll get here y equals to 2. Therefore, h coordinates are 3, 2. Okay, so here we'll get all the vertices of feasible region. So find out at which point z has minimum value. Okay, so at which, how many number of units should be there so that we'll get minimum cost. Okay, so here are the vertices C, G, H, F. This is Z that we defined, 800x plus 640y. First, x coordinate 0, y coordinate 12. Total is 7680. Okay, for the G point, x coordinate 1, y coordinate 6. 800 plus 3840 equals to 4640. Next, H 3, 2. Okay, x coordinate 3, y coordinate 2. So z equals to 2400 plus 1280. So the total is 3680. Okay, and the last F point is 90. So put here x coordinate 9, y coordinate 0. So 7200 plus 0. So the total is 7200. Done. Now observe here which value is minimum for Z. 3680. It's a minimum value of Z. At which point? H3, 2. That is, x coordinate is for number of units of compound 1 and y coordinate for number of units of compound 2. So what we conclude from this? If 3 units of compound 1 and 2 units of compound 2 should be produced so as to have minimum cost. Understood here? So this example is for 4 marks. Formulation of LPP, then table, then graph, and then for last answer. Okay, Z value. Done. Now see here the last example of miscellaneous exercise. A firm manufacturing 2 types of electrical items, A and B, can make a profit of rupees 20 per unit of A and rupees 30 per unit of B. Okay. Both A and B make use of 2 essential components, a motor and a transformer. Each unit of A requires 3 motors and 2 transformers, and each unit of B requires 2 motors and 4 transformers. So first we'll draw here the table, whatever we read here. So first we'll consider X units of A and Y units of B, these electrical items. Then what will be the table for A, B, X, Y. Okay. Next is which components are required? Motor and transformer. Okay. So for A, how many motors required? 3 and transformers 2. For B, 2 motors and 4 transformers. Done. The total supply of components per month is restricted to 210 motors and 300 transformers. Okay, restricted आहे म्हणजे एवढेच अवेलेबल आहेत. We cannot exceed this value or this number of units. Understood here? What does it mean? This constant should be less than equals to. एवढंच restricted आहे. That means we are having this much units available. Okay, so using only those items we have to prepare A and B. Okay, that is the constant type is less than equals to. Done here. So whatever be the data given to us, we just form here the LPP. Okay, now for A and B, per unit it is given 20 per unit for A and 30 per unit of B. If we consider X number of units to be produced of A and Y number of units to be produced of B, then एका युनिटसाठी 20 आहे तर X युनिटसाठी किती असेल 20x. If for 1 unit it is 30, then for Y number of unit how much it is 30y. Therefore the LPP is formulated as to get maximum profit. Okay, what they require to get maximum profit. So let X units of A, Y units of B to be manufactured. Therefore LPP is formulated as maximize Z equals to 20x plus 30y subject to 3x plus 2y less than equals to 210. Isn't it? Motor transformer, I will just write here 3, 2, 2, 4, 210 available, 300 here available. Okay, maximum availability means less than equals to. So these equations that we mentioned in table, just write it in LPP format. 3x plus 2y less than equals to 210, 2x plus 4y less than equals to 300, and non-negativity constant x greater than equals to 0, y greater than equals to 0. Okay, if once we formulated the LPP, what is the next step? To prepare a table to find out the intercepts. So equations of lines will write here. Okay, inequalities फक्त इक्वेशन फॉर्मॅट मध्ये लिहायच्या. फाइंड आउट हियर इंटरसेप्ट when x coordinate 0, y coordinate 2y equals to 210, that is 0, 105. When y coordinate 0, x coordinate is 3x equals to 210, that is 70. Okay, what is the constant type? Less than equals to. Less than equals to means what? The solution belongs to origin side. Okay, second equation, when the x coordinate is 0, 4y equals to 300, therefore y coordinate is 75. When the y coordinate is 0, okay, 2x equals to 200, that is x coordinate is 150. What is the constant type here? Less than equals to, isn't it? Less than equals to means solution belongs to origin side. And the last two terms, non-negativity constant, x equals to 0, y-axis greater than equals to 0, non-origin side. Y equals to 0, x-axis greater than equals to 0, non-origin side. These two terms are always same. Okay, so whatever be the intercepts we are getting here, just plot it in graph. For the first, what is the minimum? For x-axis 70, for y-axis 75. So which scale we have to take here? 10 units. Okay, so that will reach till 150. Okay, so we are taking here the scale as x-axis 1 centimeter equals to 10 units, y-axis 1 centimeter equals to 10 units. Okay, असं स्केल चूज करायचं की तुमचा जो काही ग्राफ आहे तो सिंपल आणि व्यवस्थित दिसेल. ओके, अदरवाईज कॉम्प्लिकेटेड केलं त्याला तर तुमचा रिजन चुकीचा येऊ शकतो. ओके, सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर while choosing the scale, once check x coordinate minimum and maximum value, y coordinate minimum and maximum value. Okay, now see here the graph. Okay, So here we plotted the points 10 to 150, 10 to 150. Okay, x-axis, y-axis. X-axis means y equals to 0. Y-axis means x equals to 0. Okay, draw the first line. For the first line, intercepts are 0, 105 and 70, 0. So 0, 105. So in between 100 and 110. And here 70. So draw here the line passing through these 2 points. Okay, constraint type is less than equals to. Therefore, solution belongs to origin side. Done. Second, 0, 75 and 150, 0. 0, 75 and 150, 0. Draw a line passing through these 2 points. Okay, constraint type less than equals to. So solution belongs to origin side. Okay, and x-axis and y-axis constraint type is greater than, that is non-origin side, outside here. Okay, now observe whether all the solutions belong. That will be yours feasible region. So see here, we couldn't take this region because this line doesn't belong here. If we take this region, this line solution doesn't belong here. Okay, so we'll take here the feasible region as this shaded common region where all the solutions satisfied or all the equations satisfied by all the points included here. Okay, so what is the feasible region? Is it bounded? Yes, because the feasible region starting point and ending point is same, isn't it? So the feasible region is O, C, G, B, O. Okay, this one. Okay, O point, that is origin, we know. C point, we know. B point, we already know. Now we are going to find only G point. Okay, what is G point? It's the intersecting point of these two lines. So what is the procedure? Solve these two equations simultaneously. Okay, so see here the common region OCGBO feasible, which is bounded. To find G, solve these two equations. So no term is same. So if we multiply this equation by 2, we'll get this term 4. Okay, so multiplying 3x plus 2y equals 210 by 2. We get 6x plus 4y equals to 420 minus this equation 2x plus 4y equals to 300. So do here the subtraction. 4y minus 4y cancel. 6x minus 2x 4x. 420 minus 300 120. So we'll get here x value 30. Okay, so put this x value in any one of the equation. I will put it in second. You can try here in first equation. You will get the same value of y. Therefore 2 into 30 plus 4y equals to 300. That is 60 plus 4y equals to 300. Hence we'll get here y coordinate as 60. Therefore G point is 30, 60. So all the points will get here of feasible region. So find out here Z value to get maximum profit. Okay, so vertices O 0, 0, C 0, 75, G 30, 60, B 70, 0. What is Z we defined? 20x plus 30y. X coordinate 0, y coordinate 0, total Z value 0. X coordinate 0, y coordinate 75. How much it is? 30 into 75, 2250. Okay, so the total is this much. Okay, x coordinate 30, y coordinate 60. So 600 plus 1800. So the total is 2400. And the last point, x coordinate 70, y coordinate 0. So 70 into 20, 1400 plus 0. So the total is 1400. Now observe which value of z is maximum. This one. Okay, 2400. Okay, at which point? G 30 60. What does it means? 30 units of A and 60 units of B should be manufactured per month to get maximum profit of rupees 2400. Okay, so we'll get here the answer. The value of Z maximum 2400 at G 30 60, that is 30 units of A and 60 units of B should be manufactured per month to get maximum profit of rupees 2400. Understood here? So here we finish with linear programming problem chapter. Okay, still if you have any query related to the same, please mention it in comments. Otherwise, mail me. Okay, on Monday we'll take live session. Okay, on in which we'll discuss about the queries you faced. Okay, so today we'll stop here for today's session. We'll continue the next part in next session. Thank you.